Guys, Uncle Ray, welcome to another episode of the Crypto Bellwether. On this channel, we cut through the hype and the noise, and we give you the non-biased information you can use to capitalize on the next bull run. Guys, I am totally non-biased, non-tribal, but if you've been following my channel, you probably think that I am a HBARian, or whatever they call it, a HBARbarian. But I'm not. I'll switch bags tomorrow. That being said, every time I do a deep dive on Hedera, there is more and more positive news literally every single day. And when you follow along what's going on in their ecosystem, you would be probably every bit as bullish as I am. And here's why. You know, in crypto, especially when you do a lot of research and you listen to, say, different influencers, they talk about what's going to happen. This blockchain's going to do this. This blockchain is going to win. HODL this blockchain. Well, guys, I want probabilities, and I want to follow the money, follow the adoption, and not the hype and the BS from people trying to pump their channels. I do my research for me so I can take advantage of the opportunity I think is in front of all of us, and I share it with you guys. And what I'm seeing right now is Hedera is winning in a lot of sectors. We're not talking about going to win. We're talking about absolutely winning. And I could go on and on about all the amazing projects they have with the big enterprise corporations around the world. But today I'm going to talk about two major projects. And we're talking about tokenized assets. Just like Larry Fink with BlackRock said, that is the future. We all know that pretty much stocks, bonds, your house, your car, heck, your dog, your health records, your passport, everything will be tokenized in the future. And a lot of projects are trying to get into that. Now, I'm not going to talk about corporate America. And guys, they have a roadmap. There's no doubt, unfortunately, whether we like it or not, corporate America and a lot of the banks and the big power players, they're going to dominate tokenized assets. That being said, the retail and a lot of those power players are going to be tokenizing assets on HBAR. That is a fact. That's not a guess. And I truly believe they are the front runners, and it's not even close. Yes, you could talk about some of the Wall Street firms that are doing projects on Ethereum that no one knows about, that's going to be on private blockchains, and talk about like Visa. But I'm talking about what we can document from other projects that we have access to, other foundations or corporations that have a token that are saying they're going to dominate tokenized assets, or they have a roadmap. Well, HBAR is doing it. Let's talk about it. All right. DLA Piper is one of the biggest, most powerful law firms, international law firms in the world. Well, they came out with a project a couple of years ago called TOKO. It's built on Hedera, and it's already done. Now, I can't document it to the T, but they've done, from what I can find, over $1 billion worth of tokenized assets on Hedera. Not going to, they've done it. Now, here's the crazy thing about DLA Piper. You know, we can't get regulatory clarity in America, but you can get it a lot of places in the world. Well, DLA Piper just got the first license from basically one of the world's most powerful governing bodies that plan on trying to set the standard. Now, that doesn't mean they're going to pull it off, but the government of Dubai, and they created a regulatory entity for digital assets and tokenized assets and everything for Dubai and the Middle East, and hopefully a lot of other countries and regions are going to adopt it as the standard, and then eventually maybe America will. But they are way out in front of us, and we know there's a lot of money in Dubai. That's where all the power players are going right now. Now it's called VAR, V-A-R-A. Now DLA Piper just got their first, they were the first one to be awarded a license, and it's pretty much an unlimited license. They can bring those public, they can tokenize any asset, any security, they can sell it to the public, etc., etc. Guys, his words, that's a game changer. The founder of DLA Piper, or the head of that division, whoever he was, I was watching a podcast, he said it is a game changer. Now here's why. The whole rest of the world, guys, are looking for a standard, and they're looking for all the legal clarity. Well, DLA Piper not only has probably the cutting edge tokenized asset platform, they're providing that, the law side, to their customers all around the world as a service. Well, now think about it, guys. You're going to one of the biggest law firms in the world, and clarity around the world. If you tokenize an asset, you're not just going to do it in America, you're going to do it all over the globe. That's the whole point of this technology. So one of the biggest law firms in the world is going to guide you through the regulatory clarity. But they have the most dominant tokenized platform that I know of. And again, not talking about some of the private stuff that Wall Street's doing, like JP Morgan. But, so think about it. That customer, whoever it is, has an interest. Well, why would they not use Hedera? How would you like to have a consulting law firm to help guide you and walk you through it? Guys, there's a good chance that the standard and the front runner in tokenized assets around the world, outside of, like I said, your big banks and stuff, could be built on Hedera. It's absolutely going to be massive. And again, guys, it's not a guess. It's not saying, well, this platform is doing this, this one has a roadmap. Guys, they're doing it. And if that's not big enough, check this out. Allcot, which is, I guess, a ReFi corporation, one of the biggest in the world, which ReFi is regenerative finance. What that means is, guys, whatever your climate footprint, it needs to be neutral. So if you're going to tear up the earth for doing whatever, well, you're going to have to repair it. And carbon credits are going to be a thing of the future. It already is, but it's kind of so early, and without blockchain, it's hard to truly document what you've done. Well, Allcot just issued 500 million tons of carbon credits. Now, check this out. Basically, they were saying that if they were trading on the open market, that those carbon credits would be worth between $40 to $80 a token, and there's basically 500 million tokens, one per ton. So guys, that has already been issued on Hedera. Just made the announcement. Well, guys, if you just do half that in math, that's over $3 trillion worth of carbon credits being traded on Hedera with Allcot. Guys, I'm telling you, HBAR is a power player in tokenized assets. That is the future. Now check this out. Allcot, one of the biggest companies in the world in that sector, got together with the DLT Science Foundation, partnered with HBAR, with the HBAR Sustainable Impact Fund. So they all pitched in their money and their resources with also Envision blockchain, and they launched what they call DLT Earth. It's a venture between those big global players to basically set a standard and get the whole ball rolling into blockchain using Hedera's Guardian Initiative platform. Guys, it is hugely powerful. Now, not only that, guys, now they have a fund where they're having a hackathon that they're backing developers all around the world that want to get into that sector. As I'm telling you, I can't be more bullish. Tokenized assets are the future. It's so early, but I'm telling you guys, who's leading the way? Hedera, at least for what we can track. Not who's going to, who's actually doing it right now. All right, let's take a look at the chart. Here's the thing, guys. Here's what I believe. And this is why HBAR is probably going to end up being my biggest bag. Now, I believe when it comes to risk, the least risky, obviously, is Bitcoin, then Ethereum. That number 3 spot, in my opinion, goes between Hedera and Quant. And I'm talking about not only just risk, but for the best upside. And I would argue the fact the best for real money, guys, we're not talking about pocket change. You know, a lot of people think about different projects. Oh, this project, this project, this project. Here's what I'm saying. When you talk about real money, yes, it's going to go to Bitcoin. If you got $10 million, $100 million, you're going to put it in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Well, I think that third spot could be HBAR or Quant. And the reason I pick HBAR is I think risk reward, now this is not financial advice, this is my opinion. The risk to the reward, that's the biggest guarantee you're going to get in crypto. I believe that if you stack HBAR from 5 cents and under, that is the best risk reward, closest thing to a guarantee you're possibly going to get in crypto of a 10x minimum. I truly believe that. So, like I said, I'm not here to shield HBAR, and it's not financial advice, but do your research, because here's what I know. I know when you have the money that's been put into the ecosystem and all the partnerships of Hedera during this bear market, all of that's going to catch up with the price in the next bull run. And when you look at the adoption, there's only a few players that can tell you all the positive news and partnerships and developments that on any ecosystem. Yes, Ethereum, Matic, Gala was kicking tail early on the year with a lot of announcements. But outside of, and Ethereum, you know, obviously always, and Bitcoin's ecosystem is growing. But outside of that, guys, no one has the announcements of partnerships and new major projects being created like it's being created on the ecosystem of HBAR. Anyway, guys, for me, I believe that it's not the same HBAR that it was during the last bull runs. Yes, the supply has increased, but I have no doubt it's going to make it a new all-time high, and maybe 3, 4, 5x that all-time high. But I don't care about that. I deal with what's right in front of us, and I have no doubt it's going to make an all-time high. For me, I have a pretty substantial bag of HBAR at 5 cents. I personally want to go, I hope it goes lower. Now, it has a few unlocks coming between now and the bull run, so I don't think in this environment that it's going to go up much. It may have a spike for some reason, some big announcement, but I think it's going to trade sideways around the 5 cents. And if we're lucky and we don't get a soft landing, which I don't think we're going to, and Bitcoin starts to go test, say, 20,000, we're liable to pick up some really good price HBAR. That's what I'm holding out for. But guys, anyone stacking between 5 cents and down and holds it and dollar cost average out of the next bull run, they'll be happy, in my opinion. Again, not here to shill it. I'll swap this bag tomorrow if I find something that's better. But this is a heck of a risk reward. Anyway, guys, I find that extremely bullish. If you do, please hit that like button. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Share with like-minded people. And no matter what, guys, come back and be part of this community. Take care.